Hi, today's objective is I can identify angles as full, half, and quarter turn. Counterclockwise, left turn. This is a left turn opposite the way the hands turn on the clock. Clockwise, right turn. This is a right turn, the way the hands on a clock move. Degree, this is what we use to measure an angle. Full turn. A turn all the way around 360 degrees. Half turn. Halfway around 180 degrees. Right angle. Turn that is a quarter of the way around 90 degrees or a sharp corner. Quarter turn. Same as right angle. Turn that is a quarter of the way around 90 degrees. A counterclockwise turn turns to the left, the opposite the way the hands on a clock move. Clockwise turn turns to the right, just like the hands on a clock would move. Full turn clockwise. Let's say I want to draw an angle. Half of the angle is given to me right now, and I want to show what a full turn clockwise would look like. Here's my clock. A full turn would mean I would turn all the way around the full clock. One half of the angle has already been drawn for me. Pretend there was a second arm right here, and that second arm is the one that's turning. I'm going to draw an arrow to show how that second arm would turn. It would go all the way around and end up back to where it started from. This would show a full turn clockwise. A half turn clockwise. Again, clockwise means to the right, the way the hands turn on a clock. If you look at my clock up here, here's 12 o'clock. Halfway around this clock would be right here at the 6. So that's what I want to do when I draw my angle. I want to show halfway around. I'm going to start at the top. This is the hand that is not moving. I'm going to pretend I have a second hand here, and it's going to go halfway around just like the hand on a clock would do. Now I'm going to go ahead and draw in the other side of my angle. Here it is right here. A quarter turn, 1/4 turn counterclockwise. This time I have the word counter. That means opposite the way the clock moves. You think of a quarter like change. You have 4 quarters in a dollar, right? Each one of those quarters makes up the dollar. We're going to think of the clock the same way. If you watch here, I'm going to divide our clock into 4 pieces. Just like that. 1/4 means 1 piece out of 4. If we were on the clock and we were just looking at this first piece out of 4, you can see that our hour or minute hand, if it started at 12, it would now land on the 3. So I want to show this with my turn. Here's my first hand. Now my second hand's going to move a quarter of the way around. I was almost going to draw it clockwise until I remembered this says counter. Counter means opposite the way the clock goes. So I need to draw it 1/4 of the way around, but the other direction. You can see that if there were hands going backwards, they would land on the number 9. So I'm going to go ahead and show my turn first with a curved arrow, and then I'm going to go ahead and draw the other side of my angle. A 3/4 turn counterclockwise. This time if I go ahead and pretend again that I have those quarters on my clock, okay, I want to go around 3 of them. The top number in a fraction tells you how many you're counting. The bottom number in a fraction tells you how many total pieces there are. So there are 4 pieces on this clock, and I need to travel 3 of them, and I'm going counter clockwise. Counter means opposite again. So if I'm starting at the 12 and I'm counting 3 quarters, I would go 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. I would end up back here at the number 3. So I'm going to draw it on my angle. I'm pretending here 1/4, 2/4. Notice 2/4 is the same as 1/2 or halfway around. And now 3/4. I would end right here, and I'm going to draw this arrow to show where I'm ending. Now I'm going to go ahead and draw the other side of that angle. This would now show a 3/4 turn counterclockwise. Notice it's a really big arrow because 3/4 is almost all the way around that clock. Let's test your knowledge. Which type of turn is this? Is this a counterclockwise turn? Is it a clockwise turn? Is it a half turn, a full turn, a 3/4 turn? Take a minute to think about it, and then I'll move the blue box and we'll see what the answer is. This is a 1/4 turn clockwise. Let's try another one. Which type of turn is this? Pay attention to which way the arrow goes. Again, take a minute to think about it, and then I'll reveal the answer. Half turn counterclockwise. One more. Which type of turn is this? This is a 3/4 turn clockwise. That's all I have for you today, students.